We in the building. Hey man, let's hop on it, man.
Let's get it there.
Yeah, because I know I got to fix my hair anyway, man. So I need the camera. So let's pop on it. Let's pop on it. Let's pop on it. Hey, we on.
Oh, wait. The wrong camera. Boom. That's what I need right now.
There we go. There we go. Hey, man. We in here, man. Got that new that beat bopping, man. Hey man, look at this. I'm not convinced that the hystericalness I was yelling about on the phone that I'm completely wrong, man, because it may have been a mistake on my part. But I don't know, man. Yo, I was heated, man. Yo, man. Yo, man. Wow. Hey man, look. Hold on. The faculty is already in the building.
Yeah, man. We even sent that to glad people know what's up, man.
Yeah.
We out here.
The faculty here, man. So hey, look. Without further ado, welcome everybody with the beat bopping. I like that. Welcome everybody to Black T University episode. Look where we at with it. 39.
39.
39 in the building. Mikey Winfield here. What's good?
Hey man, hold on. Is this thing on?
Yes, sir.
I check Lance Woods lotioning up. If I talk funny all episode, forgive me. I went to the dentist yesterday and I thought I was done with the Invisalign. I'm thinking we about to move on to something else. These niggas just gave me tighter Invisaligns.
Oh no.
It's like, look, my mouth is like crazy sore. This how bad it is right now. You got to take out your Invisaligns to eat.
Mm-hmm.
But they so sore, I don't want to take them out. I just want to.
You just rather not eat.
I ain't eat yesterday. Nothing. Just water all day. Because I don't want to take them out. I just feel like trying to eat something right now with my mouth being sore is just going to be more painful than anything.
Oh my God. So what about so you can you do like smoothies?
Maybe.
Like stuff with a straw. Maybe Ensure. Maybe you could do some Ensure. Just like keep, electrolytes and some, energy in the body.
Oh yeah. Well, I take my CMOS with this stuff. I do that stuff like the Kalawala still, and I'll do that.
I'm all about the Kalawala.
Yeah.
That's my jam. Kalawala.
Check this out though, Bridget. You would appreciate such a thing. So yesterday I put the sauna suit on.
Okay.
Hopped on the treadmill. Done that. I'm talking like drenched in sweat after a mile. I'm like, it's a mile. And I'm like when I'm running, it's like sweat flying in my face and all that.
Yeah.
Then I say I'm gonna go jump rope just for a minute. All with the suit on.
Yeah.
These are terrible ideas. Then I hop on the Oculus.
Yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. I did I threw the Oculus boxing in the other day after I did the 10,000 steps, but I walked it. So I was like, let me just try to double down, and I did it. And I was like, oh yeah, it was cool. And I did like 2-3 opponents. So I get the next day, my back is like, and I'm like, man, what the hell? Messed up my back. I don't know what the hell happened. 2 days passed. I'm like, my arms are sore. what the fuck did I do? 3 days passed. I was like, what the fuck is? Oh, nigga, the boxing. I was like, oh my God.
Who y'all fighting at this point? Because, man, hey, Lance, you don't know about this, man, but I sparred with the green dude. Yo, man, and I don't know, BT Warmy, man, but that scary ass trainer was in the back, man, and I don't know if I was ready for that guy, you know, man. So I'm still sparring only.
I got Creed.
Oh, you got the Creed one.
I got both of them.
Oh, I got you.
But I be on the Creed.
How's the Creed?
So this the thing. All I do is training. I don't even box. So they got like the combo dummy where you gotta like follow the combos. They got like heavy bag. They got like where you just punching like meat. I do like the I do the dodgeball thing. So you know,
coming at you?
Yeah, you punch the thing and it come back at you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the ball on the string. So you punch it, right? Boom, it go back. Boom, 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 boom. You keep punching. When it turns red, you have to move out the way. So it's like you be going, and then when it turns red back there. So by the time it comes back, you gotta move out the way. A lot harder than when it sounds.
Oh no, I believe you.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot.
You really planning on like maybe possibly fighting one day?
No, I'm about to start boxing training in real life.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Okay, so hey man, tell us about some future goals with that, man. APT used to be a boxer. Didn't he?
Martial arts. Krav Maga was my jam.
Okay. Hey Lance, what you thinking though, Lance? You like?
I'm just gonna get back into boxing. It's good. Just like the shape you get in doing it.
Yeah.
And I talk a lot of shit. I should probably be.
Just be ready.
I should probably be ready on some, you know what I mean? If I really, really got I'm real confident in my hands. Like I feel like I'm nice with my knuckles, but the boxing puts you at another level to where you like sizing niggas up different. Like no matter what he do, like I'm, what I'm saying?
You could tell just how somebody stands, what it's gonna be like. You can kind of see it in just like especially if y'all both put them up on just like some play shit, you be like, oh, okay. You can see it in their foot movement. You're like, oh, this is going.
Yeah. Like he leaning too far one way, his power is over here. He leaving all of this open, like all kinds of stuff. Because one thing that niggas don't understand in street fighting is getting punched in your stomach hurts. Like
a motherfucker.
Everybody always trying to hit you in the face. Getting the hit in your stomach hurts.
Yeah. Hey man, this is great. This is what I want to know. Grade school, up to let's say however long you was in school. How many fights did you get into?
Hundreds.
Yeah, I don't know if I hit the hundreds, but it was a lot of them. At least 40, 50.
40, man. I'm at like 7. I had like 7. So
we talking about through high school?
I'm talking about from kindergarten through high school.
Oh yeah, I easily.
I'm talking in school.
Yeah. Not always in school. Sometimes in my neighborhood, but with kids that went to my school, or
no, that don't count. I'm talking about
okay. So in actual in school and or on school grounds, 12, 13. Maybe 12, 13, but that would normally have a residual to the Jack in the Box across the street. that would very often spill over. Because we walked to school, so it was like everybody was close. It was like this ain't over exactly.
Yeah. Now, if we talk about on school campus, probably somewhere between 10 and 20. Like on school grounds?
Yeah.
because we used to do that too, especially like once you got to high school, it was everybody would walk to the park for the fight after school.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew it was gonna be a fight. You'd be like, oh, okay, nigga, Valley High Park, nigga, after school. And then the administration will find out because it'd be 150 kids walking to the park loud.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on? Is Bow Wow giving a free concert? Is hip hop legend Lil Bow Wow giving a free concert?
That sounds like a fun walk, though. You
It was a great time. A lot of times the fight didn't happen because it was too much attention brought to the walk.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know who, but one party was very happy that the fight didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
At that age, no matter what you're saying, somebody always don't want to fight. A lot of times, neither one of them want to fight. You just feel like you got to.
I've been in that. I've been there, man, because I've been the one that's like, I would try to talk my way out of it unless it was necessary. And I knew that it was necessary, that if I don't fight this dude, you know, my life ain't going to be the same, man. Right. This dude, man, I remember middle school, man, this dude just clowning me because I was like wearing the same clothes in different rotations every week, you know?
Right.
And man, he was letting me have it, man. And then he had some throwback Magic Johnsons on, right? He had Converse on. Yeah, some Magic Johnson. And he's lighting me up from music class to I think we walk into like social studies, man. Lighting me up, everybody laughing, man. And it's like, damn, man. And then I said, hey, man, look, credit me for the joke being messed up, but it was funny at the time. I said, I've apologized about this. I said his shoes had AIDS. Okay, man. So, you know, the tables turned. I had the audience at that point, man. So, you know, people don't like to be laughed at. Everybody can't handle it.
Yeah.
And so, man, the fight started right in the hallway, man. And we going, and man, like I had like no prior fights like that, like street fight here and there. But man, I was like, I must have saw something on TV or something.
Right.
And I was literally bobbing and weaving and throwing blows, and he was doing the windmill. You know, man, he was running at me with the windmill. And man, I was like, boom, I was landing, and then they eventually pulled us away. It looked like I won because my technique was better.
Yeah.
You know? Now, officially, he started the fight, and this is where I went wrong. We both went to the office, and I ended up going back to class. And everybody was like, yo, what you doing here? You ain't suspended? I was like, nah, they didn't suspend me. And everybody was mad because I ain't get suspended.
Hey! You started it.
Yo, I was that level nerd, man. It had to be, man. Because it was mad that I was for fighting, man.
They thought you was an informant?
Yo, man. It had to be, man. They was pissed.
Mike know the principal and shit.
Speaking of fights, are y'all following Kwame Brown, Matt Barnes, and Steven Jackson?
That is hilarious. I've seen moments. I haven't seen everything.
Oh nah, are you?
Hey man, I know a little. So clear us up. Bring us up to speed on it.
So this the funny part. The first thing I saw was Kwame Brown talking. And you know what I mean? We'll get into all the things Kwame Brown saying, but the first thing I saw was Kwame Brown. So I was like, yo, what happened? So then I go see what Kwame was mad about. And I was like, oh, Kwame just really think y'all bitches. Like that's kind of the justification. Like, so Gilbert Arenas was on All the Smoke. You know, All the Smoke is Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
This is a hilarious already.
Right? So, and if y'all know anything about Gilbert Arenas just be talking recklessly. He's like funny as shit, right? So
this nigga was trolling Nick Young's son. This nigga's clearly reckless.
Yeah. So Steven Jackson says because he's talking about, Gilbert's career. So, Gilbert played for the Wizards and all of that, right? So he says, Steven Jackson said, Matt said that Kwame Brown was like the best number one pick of all time, or something like that. And like Matt's kind of like laughing, like, I didn't say that shit. And he's like, Steve Jackson's like, nah, that's what Matt said. And Matt said he's the best ever. Like some sarcastic shit. So then Gilbert's like going, like he's giving insight, like, nah, he could have been really good. He breaks down kind of what happened to Kwame Brown. Like what his thing with Kwame was like, Kwame could have been good, but Michael Jordan fucked up his confidence. You know what I mean? He was like, the way Mike was talking to Kwame, but he wasn't Kwame's peer. Kwame was 18. Mike was like 38.
Right.
So if Mike talking to you like that, how can you really be with the people your age, your teammates, because they see how this nigga talking to you?
Right.
That's gonna do something to you. And it's Michael Jordan. But Kwame wasn't feeling none of that shit. He wasn't feeling niggas laughing. He's like, nigga, you niggas don't talk about me, none of that shit. And so this nigga been going on Instagram Live talking big shit. Calling Matt Barnes, Becky with the good hair. He got so many quotables that's like, yo, my man, what's going on?
He's sick of this shit.
He started going into how y'all letting these white people got y'all talking bad about black folk, and Gilbert Arenas the worst kind of nigga. He tried to take all the money. This nigga saying, what the fuck is he saying? He said Matt Barnes.
I know he said something about Derek Fisher fucked your teammate, fucked your wife.
He said that so many times. That's what he said. He said, you light-skinned, good-head nigga, you supposed to be acting like Drake. He said, you're supposed to be acting like Drake, taking people's girl, but you getting your girl took instead because you want to be a thug? Like, nigga, what? He won't stop.
This nigga want all the smoke, nigga.
Hey, they woke him up. They woke up Kwame Brown.
And the interesting part is Matt and Steven Jackson's tone is turned down now, kind of like, yo, my man, it ain't like that.
Yeah.
But he's like, nah, no. No, nigga. It's too late. I'm on it. Hey, man.
Kwame Brown's sick of this shit, nigga. He been a laughing stock about jokes for a long time, nigga. Man, I'm finna swing on one of you niggas.
Yes. and because Gilbert is open about like, yeah, bro, I'm from the Valley, bro. I ain't with all that goofy shit. Like,
but this nigga also brought guns to the locker rooms.
he broke that down in the All the Smoke episode too, and it made a lot of sense. Basically, y'all watch it. I mean, he brought guns, but he's like, nigga, I ain't no. He's like, I'm not no kind of gangster, no thug, none of that shit. He was asking the nigga. They asked him on the show, who's your top 5 players out of LA as far as high school? Because LA got like just like high school class of niggas who just made it out. And Gilbert was like, I don't know the niggas. I'm from the Valley. Like, I don't know.
That is hilarious.
Like, he's very comfortable with, nigga, I'm not. No, I was out here, bro. I was in North Hollywood or where the fuck I was at.
It's very nice out here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like the Valley. The LA part, I don't even be over there. That's the funny thing about the fight conversation we was having a second ago. It's like, you realize at some point in time, I'm not a fight nigga. This isn't my, because I never fought at the club. It was women there. I was like, y'all can have that. Hey, baby girl.
Yeah.
No, that's hilarious. I think it's funny that it's two niggas that are notoriously tough in the NBA that he's picking it with.
That's the interesting part. It's like, yeah, nigga, y'all, yeah. Me, nigga, what? I've been looking for a Kwame Brown jersey for 2 days.
The stock is up.
Yeah, but I don't know if you guys would know about this, but a Kwame Brown jersey is extremely hard to find.
I could imagine. You know, man, like you said, man, or they've been getting him for years, man. I mean, you can't be the number one pick and just kind of, you know, turn into a role player like that.
But he ain't the only one. That's the interesting part.
Yeah, he's the first one Mike picked. That's what it was. That's
yeah, it was all kind of reasons that people pick on Kwame Brown, but a lot of number one picks didn't pan out.
Yeah, but the reason he gets the most attention is because when Mike first got the team, he was the first one. Mm-hmm. Like, this is Michael Jordan's choice, and it was like, this guy.
It was that's a big part. Another part is he came out of high school.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, because they never wanted niggas to come out of high school. Mm-hmm. That fucks up their free their free labor program. So anytime somebody doesn't do well out of high school, they're gonna highlight that. Mm-hmm. Like, see, they're not ready. They want to do that. You know, so
that's super. That's
and
go ahead.
No, and then he went from Mike to Kobe. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro. Like, it don't get no tougher than that, bro. You went from playing with Michael Jordan to playing with Kobe.
Yeah, that's
yeah, he had probably the worst basketball professional experience that one could have.
Yeah, bro, you're just getting talked to crazy by the two best niggas ever who aren't like the nicest dudes to play with.
And they'll both swing on you.
You know what I mean?
And he was the man in high school. Everybody's the man in high school and hoop if you know, professional eligible. So you go from being that dude to just being obliterated by
the best ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they talking to you like it's your fault. It's like, nigga, do you know who you are? You say you really good, and I agree, nigga. Look at us.
Yo, Kwame had
47 to 0. You know what's going on.
Yo, that nigga Kwame was talking about Kobe's 81-point game.
Oh, he was there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Look,
I eliminated him from the Lakers. I forgot he was on the team at that time.
He said, yeah, me and Kobe combined for 82 points. He was like, nigga, that's what y'all want to see, right? Y'all want to see this nigga shoot all the shots. So, yes, nigga, he's going to shoot the ball. Nigga, it ain't that many shots for nobody else. Nigga, you ain't see the motherfucking screens I was setting? You didn't see them screens I was setting?
Niggas don't get credit for the screens, though. As a screen setter, niggas do not. Especially at pickup, because I'll be like, I remember I was playing in the comedians played the Police, nigga. Chocolate Sundays versus the Police, nigga.
Yeah.
And all the good basketball like comedian niggas was playing. And skills, I played with these niggas. I know what their skills are, but you put them all on the team together, and it was no organization. Like nobody was helping each other. Everybody was just looking for shots, playing pickup. And I was like, nigga, y'all need to put me in the game. Like, because I'm not gonna be looking for no shots. I'm gonna play defense, nigga, and set niggas up to shoot. Niggas like, ain't nobody doing this. Ain't nobody setting the screen for each other. I was like, and then these niggas had me like borderline coaching. So now I call all the timeouts in like the first half, nigga. I call 6 of them bitches, nigga.
Oh, this is funny, man.
Y'all got to set it up for each other, bro. It's like I always be playing to win, nigga. In all scenarios, even it be kind of the same shit on Call of Duty. Like I tell my nigga Scandals, he's like the best. He's like one of the better shooters on my team, but the nigga's decision making is all over the place. He's like, oh man, let's go run over there. I said, nigga, it's 5 teams over there, bro. Let's not do that. Let's go this way.
I really want to be good at Call of Duty.
Nigga, we gotta play, bro.
Nigga, I got it. I really want to be good at it. I don't know if it's in the cards for me.
Listen, man. Listen. First of all, update your what's name? That's step 1.
What now?
Update your game, because every time I go to play with Lance, the game be 7 months past the update.
No, everything is updated.
You know, an update came out today, right?
Oh, everything's not updated. Everything's not updated. My bad. Everything is not updated.
Oh, that's funny.
MLB The Show. You on that, Mike?
Hey man, nah. Hey man, is y'all Call of Duty on the Oculus?
No, but there is a first-person shooter on Oculus, but it's a little different, because that's where you catch it's free range motion. It's free range motion, so it's like that's where you got to get your VR legs. Because all the games I have right now you're all standing still. But the moment you have to move, it's like this one, it starts playing the tricks on the brain. It's like, wait, what the like? So it takes a while to get used to. But yes, there is games like that, just not what's the name?
Hey man, let me share something with y'all. My bad. Hey man, the Oculus creeped me out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It creeped me out because it tapped into this part of I've never had anxiety. I make jokes about it my entire life. And over the last couple years, I have experienced some anxiety because of them edibles. Man, that made that crap like stick around in certain areas. So when I put on that Oculus, man, and now it's like, you know, stuff is really happening right there. Right. Dude standing behind you, throwing shit to yourself. Oh man, and then you take it off and you're like, oh. So man, it's like, oh man, I was in another world.
Yes.
You was literally in another world, man.
Yes.
It just give me this real subtle, creepy ass feeling that I'll probably never get my own Oculus.
You want to make it creepier? So,
yo, man, tell me you about to tell the story with the gun, man. You're not about to tell that story
about the well, yeah. So that's obvious, right? So in the game Super Hot, which is my favorite game, it's basically a bunch of faceless characters trying to approach you for an attack, but they're just like a red figure, right? And time kind of stops when you move. So it's my favorite game on there, because it's like you move. If I do my hair like this, then the dude is like trying to approach, and then when they get close, you just punch them and they break like glass, right? Or you could take like a little a vase and throw it at them, or it's like a ninja star, or it's a gun, or it's a bunch of different stuff. So after you get through basically the first couple of practice rounds, the game puts you in an all white room, and it's just you and a gun. And I'm like, all right. Like, I'm waiting for something to load and nothing's happening. So I get to moving around, looking around. So I pick the gun up, I start just shooting, and there's nobody here. It's just it's like all white, like void. And I'm like, the fuck y'all want me to do with this gun? I said, nigga, no. So I get to shooting again. Nothing. This motherfucker, I keep trying to empty the clip that much full. I shoot my hands. Nothing. I was like, I refuse. Fire! And then send you to the next level. So you have to off yourself. So
that's creepy, man.
It's creepy as fuck. So it's super fucking creepy. Because I refused. I stood there for a good 9-10 minutes. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's next, you guys? Where's the characters? I keep moving. Nobody's coming. It's just like an empty white void. It's like, yeah, because you know what it was? Right before you do it, it says, you know what to do.
God. Man, like, this is Saul.
Right. So when you do it, then it basically puts you in like this little room with computers and shit and so on and so forth. And you're in VR looking at a VR set. So it's like, I think it's a lot of the stuff on the Oculus right now or in the VR space seems like they're trying to, like, it seems like they say, oh, we're going to do VR. And they started coming out with it and people are doing it. And then like before they put it out into the market, I feel like they have a conversation with like some psychiatrists and like people that understand how the brain works and like, yo, listen, you got to kind of massage people into they're in another world because it's gonna be aggressive, right? So it's like this felt like you need to understand that this isn't real life. So like you ever hear like remember on Freddy Krueger, like just like, so if I die in my dream, you die in real life. It was like, yeah, pretty much. It's like this isn't real life, nigga. So it's like when you go into play super hot, like when you go in, once you start playing the game from there on out, you'll be in this like this little ass computer room and it's just like a little desk and some old ass computers, like you're a hacker, and you're like, oh, I want to play the game, so you have to put a disc in, but the game won't load until you put the VR set on in the VR. So it's like, none of this is real. Off yourself. But that's not the creepy shit. So anytime an NBA game comes on, anytime the Lakers games come on, they always say, yeah, front row seats, something at Oculus. And I'm like, I want to see this. I want to see the front row seats. So come to find out, I'm like, well, where is it? And it's like, you have to go to VR chat. Nigga, you think that creepy nigga standing behind you is weird. Nigga, I went into like a chat room with people, with fucking humans. That was fucking weird. That was. The Oculus has a mic on it, and you have the headset, right? And the high quality of the technology, everything's directional. So basically, you start off in like another apartment, create your character. You can look in the mirror, all this shit, take a picture, selfie, whatever. And then you go out into the world, and then there's like these doorways of portals to stuff you want to do. So like, if you go over here, this is for like random concerts that are going on, and not like random concerts. Like, no, there's a Taylor Swift show, or there's a whoever the fuck's on tour. This is like the tour portal, and this is like museums, and this is like basketball stuff, baseball stuff. Like, there's all this different stuff. But in that room, people just keep popping up, and they're like just running around talking to each other. And I'm like, yeah. And you can hear everybody's conversation, but the nigga that's way over there, they're way over there. So as you get closer to them, you can hear what they're fucking talking about. Bro, you want to talk about awkward? So they were in there. It was a group of adults in there arguing. I guess somebody, I could tell it was a black woman. There's like two black women, a black man, and maybe like a hip white girl and like a Latino dude. But I guess somebody that came in and they were like, this was the conversation. Yeah, because you would just be having nobody else's account. And why would you even be on here if it's going to be a problem? You need to have some trust with me. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Lance. And mind you, so this is Facebook. So nigga, and this is what I knew was coming when I got it. I was like, nigga, this is the new Facebook, nigga. I was like, so at some point in time, I'm confused because I find the game, but it's like already started, so I don't think you can get it then. So it's like, oh, if you want to sign up for the next game, I was like, all right, so Nick, how do I get out of here? And nothing I'm pressing is helping me leave. I was like, I don't know how to fucking leave. So it's just like it's two bad bitches standing right here. There's no other way to explain it. Their voice sounded like bad bitches. Now, these could very well be old niggas that just gotta, I don't know, nigga, but they seem like chicks.
Hey, man, there's no way to be responsible with that.
Nigga.
And that's the reason I want it. I wanted for that portion.
This nigga, he went from that one to what?
Like, I don't.
You know what? Maybe I will get Oculus.
On second thought, yeah, man.
So Mike, look, I end up
should be acting like Drake and taking niggas' girls, but no, you getting your girl too, cause you want to be a thug.
That's a funny.
Yeah, nigga, Becky with the good hair is hilarious, nigga. Side note, Mike eating the chicken breast. So, nigga, when we all saw it. It's healthy, it's boneless skillets, but I saw it. So, nigga, I talked to, so look, I'm trying to get out, and I asked the baby, I was like, excuse me, y'all, how the fuck I get out of here? The girl walks over to me. She was like, all right, so look down. She was like, and I'm looking up at her. She's like, no, look down. I'm like, oh, bitch, she can see me. She can see me looking at her avatar. She was like, yeah, so press that little button right there. She said, and then you see the little 3 dots? She's like, yeah. So just press that. And right as I'm about to press, she's like, press that, and then you'll leave. Some nigga flies. He's like moving dumbass fast. And he comes behind me like, BT. I was like, what? He does it again like he's on a scooter or some shit. Like, BT. I was like, and I start laughing, and then he started laughing. I was like, yo, that's creepy as hell. He's like, I know, right? BT. I was like, yo, get me the fuck out of here, bro. She was like, yeah, just press the button. I was like, all right, bye, bye, Riri. She was like, bye. I was like, nigga.
Yo, man.
I haven't been back since.
Yo, man, so it's like you forget because you so immersed in it that you could always just pull off the headset, but that never crosses your mind.
Oh God, no. No, I never even considered that.
You just be locked in, man.
I don't have to be here.
Bro. That and the funniest part to me is I know because we've all been around to see gaming like go from Nintendo and Duck Hunt to how realistic Call of Duty looks now. Like we all remember Double Dribble to what 2K looks like now. This shit's gonna be interesting in the next couple of years. This shit gonna be interesting, bro. Because with how social media moves, is like imagine getting in the chat room of comments and getting all that hate in VR. Imagine showing up in a chat room of comments and getting all that love. All the girls that niggas be on there like, you so bad, and they really think that those are real people or real love. Like, this shit gonna be weird, bro. This shit gonna be weird as fuck.
It already is.
That shit gonna be weird as fuck. It's interesting. That nigga, I was like, how did that shit is crazy.
Hey, how I sound, y'all? How's that sound? It sound
yeah,
you sound good.
Oh, good. Okay, just I just
Mike, I think we got the same mic.
Yo,
you got a new microphone?
Yeah. So I was just making sure it was as crisp.
Yeah, you got that Yeti.
In the okay.
A little Yeti.
Just check. Okay. Yeah.
Little Yeti Freddy.
There we go.
So speaking of sound good, this ain't got nothing to do with sound good. But did y'all see the did y'all see the Rory and Maul, whatever you called whatever they did?
Oh, I watched every minute of that.
Hey man, look at this, damn it. I'm on the episode. But I'm halfway through and it hasn't happened.
No, not an episode. It's just Rory and Maul talking.
Oh, about the aftermath.
Yes.
So you're watching the Joe Budden podcast with them there.
With that episode. Isn't that when it happens?
No. But no. Wait, no.
It happened on the episode.
No, whatever their issues were kind of happened off air. And then they did an episode together. And then now it's just the Roy and Maul just did like a response after.
Yeah, I guess you would call it a podcast. It's just them talking about everything for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, when did he fire Rory? Like
they weren't there.
Oh,
they
so
weren't there.
That on air.
Yeah.
That was maybe Friday.
Yeah, he was just talking to chairs.
I see. Okay, and then they talked about it afterwards.
Yes.
Okay, this is good. Keep going.
It's very interesting. There's so many random details. It's very, very interesting. The Joe Budden slander, though, is like getting ridiculous. It's like it's aggressive.
Well, this is why I asked about it. But keep going.
Yeah, but there's just there's a lot of details, because I fuck with a lot of parties involved, and I honestly don't feel like anybody has it out for each other. I just feel like there's heavy communication on all parties.
Yeah, and this is somebody who I don't watch their podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get caught up in. I feel like a fucking like just a messy mother, because I'm only here for the drama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't even watch this show, but it's like drama, let me hear it. But
right.
It's because my friends talk about it, I want to have an understanding of what's going on.
So you the people walking to the school right now, walking to the fight.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Exactly, bro. I wasn't here for none of the fight. I don't know nothing. I'm just like, yo, beat that nigga ass, homie. But I'll say this though, right? So, y'all seen Kevin Hart talking about it?
I just saw there's a post about him talking about it.
That was extremely uncomfortable, bro. Like, this is what always scares me about this industry. Is it seems as if things happen and then people become unprotected by whatever they're being protected by. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, for example, right? It like let's say Harvey Weinstein, right? If the industry has always known that Harvey Weinstein was doing these things, right? At what point does it become where everyone is able to speak out about him?
Let me tell you something. I love this nigga Lance so much. Let me tell you something. That pause y'all saw right there was him thinking of a white person to make sure he attaches to. He literally went through a mental search. Like, nope, black. There your white ass go. I knew you. Somebody was fucking up right here.
Yes. But if everybody knew Harvey Weinstein was this,
right?
What happened to where the people who all knew it were now okay to talk about it? You understand what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is Kevin Hart doesn't say anything publicly about anybody.
Yeah.
He's very like politician, like with, no, everybody's great. So what about this has him talking? Because it wasn't like he was just like, yeah, man, it's unfortunate. He was like, nah, man, Joe Budden is trying to do this, and see, he wants he's not appreciating his team. He thinks it's all him. Why would you talk to your people like that? And I'm watching, I'm like, we love Kevin Hart, but nigga, you had a self-produced Netflix documentary where you were yelling at your friend, telling him he doesn't have a home.
I with Kev, I think this was very specific to Joe.
I think so too.
I think Joe has criticized, first of all, just in general, Joe Budden's tone is easily offensive to most people, like most New Yorkers. I don't know if you notice or not, but your tone is disrespectful.
He from Jersey, but same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that Philly, that little area, like the tone is just harsh, and like most niggas don't normally take offense to it, especially if you understand like just the edge or the vernacular. Like you don't really take offense to it, but you are aware that it's just like brash and emotional, and it's like remember when Lil Yachty was on Everyday Struggle? He was like, bro, calm down, like, but it's just a passionate person talking. Now take that and take all Kevin Hart's criticisms that he gets and just put Joe Budden at one of them, who basically, I think it's a safe bet to say Joe Budden has the number one. He's definitely top of the podcast list, and he's definitely probably the top black one. It definitely was a top black one, because it was the Joe Budden podcast was popular. So I think that was specifically like, yo, listen, you nigga, come here, man. Let me talk to you. Got your ass, because Charlemagne's kind of doing the same thing too, but his is more of a I told you so type thing. It's really interesting, man. Like, as somebody watch the show, right? Rory's kind of middle of the ground, tries to normally find his understanding on both ways. Mal is really simple. Principle, like street ethics understanding. And we understand how Joe is. So when what they're complaining about is like the most interesting dynamic to me, because when money came in, things got weird. It's just like, it's Joe Budden podcast. Y'all know why y'all here. Y'all know how this kind of came to be. And y'all know a large amount of this is working because of him. And if he's like, no, I got y'all, I would never leave y'all hanging. I'm going to make sure I can take care of y'all. And they're like, nah, nigga, we want to see the books. And he's like, but nah, nigga, y'all not paying for shit. And they're like, nah, but we're percentage partners. It's just like, everybody got valid points. And I'm like, man, this is fucking interesting, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I watched the talk for an hour with Maul and Rory. And this is the part that'd be interesting, right? Is I watch niggas keep saying it ain't got nothing to do with money.
Right.
But then y'all keep talking about accounting and books. That's money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it's about money, to say, yo, we want some more bread and he ain't trying to give us no more bread, or we want, because asking to see the books is crazy. Anybody gonna take offense to that? Let me open up the books. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? Especially, see, what Joe has is a history of being successful at this. So
at what?
At podcasting or this type of,
yes.
So if you talk about everyday struggle, if you talk about state of the culture, if you talk about pull up, if you talk about the podcast, this podcast, but without them on it. So it's like, no, I'm gonna work.
Yeah, but okay. So let's try to put both logics in. They're saying we have a profit share. We have a percentage in the profit share. If that is the case, there's no way to be clear on what the percentage in the profit share is unless you see the books, right? So as much as I agree that asking for them is weird as fuck, but right next to that, so is not giving them beforehand. So it's just like, it's like a really weird space, bro. It's like, and I'm not even on either side as much as I kind of hear both sides. It's like, no, nigga. It feels, and here's another thing. It feels like Joe is like, y'all not, here's the thing. When you talk ownership, when niggas ain't putting up no money, that's when everything get awkward. It's like, but you're not paying for nothing. No. But I was here I hear you, nigga. You're not paying for anything, bro. So it's like, we got to figure out where the line of sweat equity is. And did you see Joe's response after?
No.
So Joe said after, he was like, yeah, they were percentage-based partners, but them niggas would have been getting like $30,000 a year if I would have went by the percentages. So I just paid them more. And they know that. I paid them substantially more. Like, as opposed to going with the percentage, because this is fuck shit. And I was coming out of pocket. He was like, nigga, there is no deal for the Joe Budden podcast right now. Joe Budden has a Patreon deal. He was like, but there's no Cash App is a sponsor, but there's no Spotify deal in place right now. So what you guys are trying to look at don't exist because there's nothing to look at. It's like you guys are seeing a payout from my pull-up money, from my love and hip hop money, from like you guys are seeing me take all this money and just pay for shit and take care of shit because I own the IP. And you see in the Roy Maher thing, they're never arguing about own the IP. And he told them niggas they could use the IP. So it's just like, it's really, really confusing.
That and see, so there that's the part that makes everything tough and strange, right? Because on one hand, see the books and all of that, that's, for lack of a better word, that's like white people shit. Right? That's like, just I don't trust this shit, so let's make sure everything's okay. He's saying, from what you're saying, is I haven't seen it, nigga, I'm paying you niggas way more than these books would say.
Yes.
So just relax and take the money.
And trust me.
Yes, and trust me. And these niggas are talking like this nigga is always like a crazy person.
Yes.
But it's almost like if he's always been that, why would y'all ever go into business with him?
Yeah.
Hey man, it's cause man, you have personal conversations and you believe somebody to be different when they not in front of the camera.
Yeah.
They've been there from what, episode 10 or 20. They've been there since the beginning. So I think it's one of those things where you just feel like you owed, which means nothing according to business. I mean, it means something, you know, as far as building and gelling, but if it's his business and they're employees to his business, you know, I just feel like they think they owed.
So here's the crazy part. Lance's best friend is all over these niggas. Oh, Lance's best friend academics. Oh my goodness. He's on these niggas' head. So one of the interesting things about the dynamic, right? So yes, they would be considered employees under that auspice. But when they're saying it's not about the money, because these niggas are willing to put the sweat equity in, it's like, you don't have to pay us shit. They're both saying, don't pay us anything. But when the big bread come in, take care of us, right? So it's like, all right, nigga, we don't give a fuck about the money. Make sure this person take care of, make sure this person take care of. Like you heard what Rory said, he was like, Rory made a point, Mike, where he's like, yo, listen, if there's a lot of people here that aren't the three of us that look tired, take my money and give it to them so the team is good. So it's like they're trying to pay for stuff, but man, this shit it's hella confusing, bro. Because I hear both sides and I feel like both sides are telling the truth, and I feel like both sides are misguided on what it is. Yeah. It's just like it's like really bad communication.
Now, did you see what came out yesterday? This is what I mean by it be feeling like opens. I don't know how to judge this stuff. Did you see it, Mike?
If you're talking about accusations, I did.
Yes. So then the girl, Olivia Dope, they had another show. It was him and three women. I never heard of this show until yesterday.
I think it's predominantly the three women show. I think he's there every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then she goes on Instagram Live with a 25-minute breakdown of this sexual harassment thing. And, you know, I watched it. And in the words of Dave Chappelle, I'm going to say something I'm not supposed to say. this is bottom line, right? If you come on the show, you know he was making these sexual advances and just saying things, you felt uncomfortable, so you left the show. I mean, it sounds like it's done now. You were somewhere, you didn't like how things are going, so you left.
Why now?
Hey, this is what I got on why now. This is not Joe's first accusation. There's other ones that came and he had to, take a couple weeks off, maybe like a year or two ago. So there's been other sexual accusations. But this now is clearly because she sees the ship sinking.
And she saw the other accusations.
But remember,
not saying it didn't happen to her. I'm saying she also saw those.
True, but those happened like, I don't know, I want to say at least over a year ago.
Yeah.
For it to be happening right now is because there's a moment right now to let's kill this dude while we got the chance.
And it's not even about did it happen to her, because she gave timestamps of it. You can see what it was.
Yeah.
When you see it, you say, oh.
And then they edited it out so it wouldn't look crazy, which I don't know. That feels like very simple for me. Ladies, listen to me good. I love y'all. It's gonna be we gotta find some balance. Forget the Joe Budden issue. That's whatever it is. We gotta find some understanding and some balance. Men naturally want to handle women with care. Sure, if you are a man, you naturally want to handle women like with care, right? Not so much a coddling, but you just want to like be careful with them. You're delicate. Women are saying, I'm not delicate. I could do anything you can do and probably better in a lot of cases. And very often they're right. So we want pay like men. I want da. But when I talk to men, we don't have boundaries on how we communicate. We just don't. We just don't have boundaries on like what you should hear the shit that happens on my goddamn Call of Duty chats. Nigga, have you seen the like literally like nigga, it's aggressive, bro. It was like, yeah, man, I'm just going through a lot, nigga. You know, my dad died. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about that. Get on the game. Like, nigga, like, we just don't have, especially comics, nigga, we really don't have boundaries on how we speak to each other. So, to be on a podcast and then have to work within some boundaries, it just sounds crazy to me. It sounds like I gotta watch what I say. It just sounds crazy to me. Like it's people say shit. It's talking.
Yeah. Okay, man. Okay, to argue against that, are you saying just in the podcast space? Because if you go, I don't know, you in line at the bank.
Yes, in corporate America, it's absolutely inappropriate. In corporate America, it's absolutely inappropriate. Perfect example. I'm on a show. Let's say I'm hosting the show. A comic comes up that happens to be a woman, and she destroys. And after the show, I'll be like, bitch, you are hilarious. I don't mean like you a female. I don't mean bitch. I mean like this bitch is hilarious. Like it's like, nah, that just happens to be the perfect texture for the word. If I say this woman is hilarious, this lady is hilarious, this girl is hilarious, this female is hilarious, that's all not as respectful and don't have the same versatility if I tell y'all, nigga, this bitch is hilarious. If I say that, you niggas know what I'm talking about. It's just communication. It's just a way people communicate.
Okay, look at this. So I like the idea of in the show space, people knowing they paid for a show.
Yes.
That's the reason you pay for cable. And it used to be you don't get canceled because, you know, they cuss. They do this on cable. You paid for this. You could just watch regular network and have the squeaky clean stuff. But no, you want what's on cable. So these things that happen like in the live show, man, I feel like there's a lot of fair game for shows, man. But now the cancel culture is heavy now. Like, I feel like there are people that are racist. And man, a well-executed racist joke, I appreciate it.
I laugh like a motherfucker.
You know, I'm like, damn, that was great. And this is a show that people pay to watch. So why are we like, let's not allow this person to speak anymore?
I won't say who the comic is.
Space.
I won't say who the comic is, but I was hosting a show not too long ago, and it was a white comic. And and you know how they're doing the weird mic switching thing? Like, don't touch this mic. This is the comics mic. This is your mic as a host, whatever. So I go on the stage and I give like an air pound and I just kind of skate off, trying to keep like the 6 feet, whatever. And the white comic grabbed the mic. He was like, God, he was moving fast. He ran for me like I was the police. Nigga, I fell out, bro. I was like, nigga, that's fucking now the timing was I fell out laughing. I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Which goes into, y'all see what's going on with Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, man.
Explain it to the people, Mike.
I'm gonna try. And man, let me start with this, man. It's like, if people already don't like you, nobody's gonna fight for you. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna fight for you, man. So they're doing a show in Austin, and like, we know who Tony Hinchcliffe is. You know, it's like that. We know, you know, but people probably don't know or whatever, you know. So I guess he's like somewhere in Rogan's circle of comedians. And he's doing a show somewhere in Austin, I believe, where an Asian comedian is hosting the show. And he brings him up, the Asian comedian brings him up, and Hinchcliffe gets on, and he, I don't remember the specifics, but pretty much it would be like the equivalent if one of us was hosting, and he was like, all right, give it up for that nigger right there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. He hit him with the hard C word for Asians.
Yeah, right. That's pretty much the equivalent right there, man. And you know, people tensed up, people laughed because
a lot of people laughed.
Because we live in a world that, you know, those things happen. Obviously, the show was recorded, and the dude that was the host, man, apparently, you know, he was, I think, the first to voice it, didn't feel good about it. He was like, look, everyone, this is what happened when I brought up Hinchcliffe. And he showed the footage. And this is what I do know. Hinchcliffe's, all his, what is it called? Like your agents and managers, they all dropped him. And
I didn't know that.
William Morris for sure dropped him.
Yeah. So he got dropped by his company.
That was in Variety, yeah.
And man, it's interesting because another one of his circle, this happened like a year ago. What's his name, man? That said the stuff about Kobe.
Ari Shaffir.
Right. Same stuff happened to that dude, man. And I feel like he's sneaking back in right now and, you know, coming back. So that's all I got on the story. That's what I got on.
Now,
if I'm leaving anything out, let me know.
Nothing. No, that sounds like everything. I figured you would know more about it than I did. I know the basics. Yeah. I didn't know he got dropped by his agent and all of those things. And that's why you get paid the big bucks.
Yeah, I saw both. Did you see both sets?
No, all I seen was the clip of like 30 seconds.
Oh no, I saw they were doing a relay. So like I go up, then I'll bring up Lance, and Lance go up and he bring up Mike like that. So Rail Battle goes up and brings up the Asian comic. I can't remember his name. And then that dude brings up Tony.
Or do you not know his name because he's Asian?
No, I know Ali Wong name.
Okay, keep going.
I know Ali Wong. I know
Fat Joe. I know Fat Joe. Who else?
Joe.
Who else?
What's the gay comic's name? Ty
Rivera.
Ty Rivera, hilarious ass. Right. Who did what's name with us? The Bear Black. Always get
Justin Lucas.
Justin Lucas. Just Asian people. So anyway, so he does he brings up the other comic or whatever. He brings up Tony, and I saw both sets. Keep going. Y'all ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that, BT.
so you got
to be fair, for the ladies that might have think I was being insensitive or harsh, I feel the same way about comedians. I feel like comics saying shit about comics is always going to be weird to me. I feel like anything is okay to say, but anybody can respond any way they want. Those are my rules.
Up to this point, I agree. Keep going.
The C word is it's aggressive. But
the C word being towards Asians or towards women?
Towards Asians. And him saying the Asian dude said quite a bit of it was about Asian politics and or stop Asian hate. It was like it was very nuanced in that way. If he did 15, 11 of it was I'm Asian, this happens with Asians, Asians, So if you know Tony Hinchcliffe, Tony's like brash, roaster, pompous, like that's his demeanor. So the reason people are laughing because he's addressing what's in the room. He was like, y'all just laughed at all that you fucking kiss ass and like that, like, oh, you make me so sick. Like the tone made sense. Some of the word choices might not have been the best, but for a comic to be like, I just feel the way, I was just like.
So, man, do you think we caught it out of context? Like if everyone was at that show, it made sense.
I think 60 to 70% of the crowd was laughing, but I think Tony was turning off audiences in the crowd that are turned off by that kind of comic, that are just turned off by stuff, by just like brash, you know what I mean? Like just brash, aggressive comics. And
I think Tony does that in general. His style to people. And it is a time right now to where everyone is sensitive towards Asian people. Which is his own conversation. So if Tony does this exact same thing 8 months ago, is it a problem?
Well, yeah, because he shouldn't be that many people at the show because it's COVID. You should have a mask on, first of all.
No. That was in Texas.
Oh, touche.
Yeah. What COVID?
It's gonna always be a problem for me if a comic goes and, hey man, listen, comedians, nigga, black comics, white comics, niggas should know. BT's with all the fuck shit when it comes to stand up, bro. I would all of the fuck shit, all of it, nigga, all of it.
Yo, man, the same. And I almost welcome it because people don't think I'm up for the fuck shit. So I have to voice it. So people know that I'm here for it. That way I get to respond. And man, this is what I do. I think that when it's recorded, man, everybody got their phones out. Yes. So that make it easy for agency to say, hey man, let's be on the right side of this so this don't fall back on us. So you get why the agency is protecting themselves. But ABT, I'm with you. It's just stuff that happens in comedy, and I've been doing it this long. I'm here for it.
It is impossible to be a good comic and not paint with all the colors. Not if you're gonna be great. You have to test the boundaries. You have to. It's impossible to be a great comedian and not use all the colors, whether they are emotional colors, whether they are sensitive topics, whether they are impressions, whether they are act outs. You got to use all the colors. Some colors you're going to favor more than others, but you got to use them all. And the moment you start telling people that when it comes to vernacular, you can or cannot say stuff, listen, man, I don't have a problem with white comics saying nigger. Let me just be crystal clear. The shit better be fucking hilarious, nigga. And I don't have a problem with somebody in the audience beating your ass. I'm okay with that.
Every day. I am 100% on the side of, if this the dunk contest, try that shit.
Try that shit, bro. Try that shit. And if you break your ankle, oh well, bitch. I'm gonna laugh at that too. I'm gonna laugh with it.
How do you get a nigga sticking his arm in the rim if nobody try it? Like you don't get George Carlin and Richard Pryor and Bill Cosby and Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock and Bill Burr and Louis C.K. and Tony Roberts and Cat Williams.
Yes.
Without nigga Eddie Griffin.
Yes.
Without niggas trying stuff.
Eddie Murphy delirious so we could all raw. Have you heard Eddie Murphy delirious, bro? Mm-hmm. Bro, come on. Like, it's just like, yo, listen, man, listen. And black comics don't like that shit. Oh, this nigga. I guess I'm a cool now, nigga. Whatever, bro. Listen. This shit is hilarious. I'm with hilarious, nigga.
You gotta,
and I'm never gonna be the nigga on the show with you that be like, I just feel a certain way because he said I might not fuck with you. I might not ever do a show with you. You said in the wrong tone, the shit ain't funny. I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking with this nigga. No.
But even that,
I might beat your ass, give or take if the shit how funny shit is.
Even that is you gotta work this shit out.
Yes.
Example, right? Chris Rock, the niggas and black people, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The premise of that is like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
And he said the wrong way. It's like, bro, you're basically like segregating black people into what you consider to be good black versus bad black.
Right.
So in the process of working that joke out, it's probably like a lot of like, bro, this nigga sounds like a white man.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Until he gets to it, and a lot of people still feel like he sounds like one. But that's another conversation, just with that joke in particular. But if you're not gonna give him the freedom to actually work the joke out, because he has a thought. He has a thought, and it's a common thought. And how do I make this thought digestible to the masses and to where I can get my point across and it's still funny?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, if I know that that's what people are attempting to do, how do I sit back and say, oh no, and do that with my finger to somebody?
Yes. Mike, do you have limitations in how you write or what you write about?
No, none whatsoever. And I think the issue, man, is the bloggers are trying to blow up now and they're giving them the power.
Yeah.
They're giving them all this strength to say, these long articles of why somebody should be eliminated and taken. And hey, man, what happens off stage, maybe there are reasons for you to, have to serve time in prison or whatever, But things you do on stage and what we call a performance is what it is. Man, we watch these movies all day, every day with rapes in them and disgusting language, and we see it as entertainment and we walk away. But as soon as somebody got a mic and they say something you don't agree with, then it's like, okay, now this person shouldn't be allowed to do this anymore.
Let me see if I can let me find a balance. I think So first and foremost, I'll say it again. Say whatever you want on stage. Everybody and anybody has the right to feel however they want to feel. I think that comics should be off the we're canceling him list, especially if what they did was on stage. Now, let's talk. What's the nigga name from Seinfeld? The Kramer. Now, when we're seeing Kramer go on this rant, I think you should be exiled from comedy because you just bombed horribly. Nigga, it was trash. It was just really bad. Like the audience got the best of you. You didn't know how to get out of it. You just started spewing shit that was supposed to be. You just not good. Let's get you the fuck out of here because you're trash.
Question before you finish. Did he ever have a rep as a stand-up comic?
He had to. He had to.
Did he?
I mean, look, I've never seen him on anybody's comedy club calendars.
Did you see? Did he do any hours? Any specials? Any TV sets? Is he Michael Rappaport?
Yo, are you saying that might have been his first set?
No, not even his first set, but you know how it is when somebody get a name, they just let them do stand-up.
Yeah, and in LA especially.
You know what I mean? So it's like to go towards your point and get this nigga out of here just because he's not good. There is a question of why was he ever here? Was he ever good at this? Did he ever build a reputation in this art form?
As a stand-up.
Yeah, I don't know the answer. I
have
thought
no recollection of it.
I have no recollection of it either. That's why because I don't know if Michael Rappaport ever did comedy beforehand. I know he, man. Yeah, no. The I know that nigga's from. I know him from movies, and now he do stand up.
And I really, really want him to stop.
we on Rappaport.
No. We're still on the other nigga. But
what's Kramer's name?
Michael Richards, something like that.
Yeah.
Michael Richards.
Anytime I see somebody
Kramer
doing stand up, and I don't know them, I feel away. Like I went to the Just for Laughs showcase the other day, and I'm looking at the lineup, and I'm like, if you're not from here, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But I'm looking at y'all, and if some of y'all feel like, oh snap, there's an opportunity, but let me make my connections to get on the opportunity. You've seen that happen before, where it's just like, oh yeah, there's a competition. Well, you know, I could work something out, and if there's a chance for me, it's just like,
yeah, you know who felt like this also was actors when it was that rush of like rappers becoming actors.
Right.
And they felt that same thing. It's like, bro, we put in a lot of work for these roles, and you just give it to this nigga because he can rap.
That's why I started rapping, nigga. Fabulous, hilarious ass all on the Twitter. Nigga, all you Fat Joe doing comedy, all you rappers. Y'all want to diversify? Well, fuck it, nigga. We switching it up.
Hey man, you know what my favorite part with Cat Williams and Fat Joe doing that interview together? You could tell Fat Joe wasn't really listening. Like he was just waiting to say his next part, man. And Cat's so prolific, he was getting out these fully fleshed, great pieces, and Fat Joe was like, yeah. But when me and my girl at the comedy club, we was like, yo, Fat Joe, let Cat finish this, man.
You're not even acknowledging what he said?
Nothing, man.
He's what's the nigga? He's early Nori. Nori used to do that all the time, bro. Them early Nori interviews are like, I'm like, Nori, you killing me, bro. He's better now. He lets him talk now. But man, bro, Mike, it used to be a lot of, oh my God, Nori, you're killing me. I wanted to hear that story. Then they get to cutting them off. You're like, nigga, stop.
No. Pardon me. Go ahead, finish.
No, but I was saying, what I was trying to say is that, you know, then the dragon came out of nowhere.
Wait. You fucked my head up, yo. This motherfucker said a dragon. Yo, make yours for dragon. Make yours for dragon. All right, go ahead. Pardon me. Finish. That fucked my head up. Go ahead.
I think we should save the announcement till next show, because that's episode 40.
Okay.
Yeah, we should.
And that'll be Thursday. And I just got an email, so I need y'all to I text you. It's not nothing major.
Yeah, we get definitely. We should definitely address that next episode major announcement. Nigga, wait, play in, bro.
Oh my God, right? Hey man, I'm here for it.
This should start tonight. How y'all feeling?
Yo, man, that's tomorrow, right? That's
tonight.
Okay, so there is one tonight.
There's two.
Wizards Celtics tonight and
Hornets Pacers.
Hornets Pacers were also
Mellow Pacers. Mellow never lost. Mellow.
Okay. Nigga never lost. Hey man, yo, there's not many of us who from day one was 100% Team LeVar Ball. And to watch what's happening now, and this is why I be having a problem when people be acting black, because you coon ass niggas was hating on LeVar Ball. There's a black man trying to start a black business with his black sons. But you know, whatever. And now when stuff is, we got black. It was a black man screaming like, yo, fuck these corporations. We're going to start our own shit. And y'all fucking teased them. This I ain't wearing them ugly ass shoes. And then you went and bought ugly ass shoes from white people. There's no way, ain't no way you niggas telling me them thick ass Balenciaga shoes is dope. Ain't no way you seen them like, nigga, that's hot. No, you fucking seen them and you was like, oh, it's a brand and white folks and I got money. Them shits ain't hot. I seen one pair that was cool, but most of them shit, they look like buff ass Skechers. That's what they look like. Them fucking strong ass Skechers. And y'all's gonna support that before y'all support the big baller brand. BT got 7 pair of big baller brands.
Never lost. How good you think Jello is?
Jello, the nigga who not in the league?
Yeah. If Melo is this good at his age, and Lonzo's where he is right now, how good is Jello?
He's not good at all. But don't change my point.
You don't think Jello can be in the league?
Let me tell you, man, why he can't be in the league. Hey, man, my brother designs Jordans. I can't draw. No, it's possible Jello may not be good.
You can't even.
Is he better than Giannis' little brother? Oh.
Now hold on. Now check this out. Giannis' little brother like 6'10", right?
Yeah.
So that and Lonzo and LaMelo ain't Giannis yet when it comes to.
Is he better than Aaron Holiday?
I don't know, but and then because then it also goes to, you know, this motherfucker LeVar said a lot of shit, man, that people didn't like him saying. It's like the only reason that Melo is that good, they ain't want to see Melo shine, and now it's like they gonna take advantage of him as far as use him to push. You see when Miles Bridges dunked on, was it Clint Capella?
Yeah.
The crazy one?
Yeah.
And then the the caption was, "Oh my God, look at the dunk and look at Melo's reaction." It's like Melo ain't do shit. He was just like
he was hurt. He was like, oh.
He was hurt. You know what I mean? But it's like they gonna pump him like every chance they get. But his pops built him up like that.
Yeah. And
absolutely. When his pops was building him up, y'all was talking that weird shit.
Absolutely. Hey, I'll give you one. I'll give you an add-on to that. Also, because Melo halfway played the game, right? He's with Rock Nation. He signed the Puma deal. It's like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Oh, you falling in line? All right, then we got you. Yeah, Melo, because as Lonzo wasn't really playing the game. He was like kind of riding with Pops. And even when I see him show out, they barely even talk about it. I was like, you niggas ain't shit. 36, 18, and 14. I'm like, y'all gonna act like that. I saw it. So tonight's game is gonna be interesting. The first game's at 3:30. They play the Pacers, and then after that it's Boston and the Wizards.
Right. Yes.
Who y'all got? Boston and the Wizards.
I want to see the Wizard because for Russ and without Jaylen Brown, I mean, what are the Celtics really gonna do?
Yeah. I want them to break that team up.
There's nothing to break up unless you're talking about those two.
Yes, get Jaylen Brown the fuck out of there and go get a big man.
Okay.
They need some size. They need a rim threat big man, a J something. Okay. You got Kemba Walker. You got Marcus Smart. I think that makes y'all really small, but Marcus is feisty. He gotta stop shooting the ball so much and let that nigga Tatum be Tatum. I think he need way more touches. He shouldn't be sharing the space. I don't really like the guard forward like tandem. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of the
Jordan Pippen thing. I think Jordan Pippen works because it's Jordan, and I think LeBron Wade works because it's LeBron. But I think LeBron AD is better. I think Jordan David Robinson would have been better.
Okay, look.
I hate David Robinson.
Somewhere in the same. This question was on First Take last week. Was LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love a super team?
Yes. Yes. In my brain, a super team is 3 franchise players that are in their primes. So the question is, was Kevin Love in his prime? Everything they did to get him there felt prime-ish. Kyrie was definitely getting close to his prime. We know LeBron was in his prime. The question was, is Kevin Love? You know what I mean? Like because of, I don't know. Was Kevin, you think he was in his prime?
I mean, Kevin Love was destroying in Minnesota, but they weren't winning.
At all.
So, I mean, he was a really great player.
Yeah.
But super team, to me, a stretch. And I thought of that because you were talking about the 2-3 tandem. That was like, what, a 3-4 tandem.
Yeah.
See, my thing about super team is they got to stop saying that because, yes, they were all they're all great players. They're all Hall of Fame players. A super team is only as super as the teams it's playing against. Mm-hmm. So, and let me tell it, super team is the Celtics in the 60s, right? Lakers, Celtics in the 80s. For example, right? The Bulls won 72 games. Does that make them a super team?
No, not with Luke Longley at the center. That nigga's not good.
Luke Longley was nice before he got to Chicago. He was
about when he was in high school. He probably was.
He was in Minnesota. He's in Luke Longley was good, Ron Harper averaged 20 before he got to the Bulls.
No, Ron Harper is that nigga. Hey,
so,
I remember Ron Harper.
So what happens is, players can only do what their roles allow them to do. So were the Warriors a super team before Kevin Durant? They won they won 73 games. And if you're saying they were a super team, that Cavs team beat them. So are they a super team? It's like, no, the way that the talent is in the NBA now is you're going to have a lot of really good players on the team. These niggas are really skilled now. You know what I mean? And you're not always going to even see the skill of certain players until they're on a team. Like Kevin Love was like regularly getting like 25 and 17.
Yeah.
Like crazy numbers. He wasn't winning that much, but that's how I go in the league. It's like niggas gonna pile up their numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
are the Lakers a super team now?
No.
They just added Andre Drummond, and he do that all the time. He do 20s and 20s. That's his thing. He's
not good,
but they gonna win. I tell you that.
You know what I mean? It's like a super team. Like I'll say that Heat team. Because in that vein, then you'd have to say the Thunder was a super team.
Not that they won in their prime though.
Yeah, because James Harden clearly could have got better.
No, but he was that good. They just didn't know how to fucking play him.
Well, that's because OKC don't know how to hire coaches. You start there.
So that team was still there, and James Harden was nice. Like James Harden got them through some series.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Not the finals. He didn't show up for those.
Yeah, he didn't play well in the finals. But then you add like a Serge Ibaka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's very selective. What do you call a super team?
When you add LeBron, I think he be the missing piece, man.
I mean, well, what about Kevin Durant?
KD wasn't in his. I think the prime is part of it. I think that's a major part of it.
No, man, look.
You got Steph and Clay, and then you add KD, it's like, nigga. Because even with like a KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, is like KG was on his other side of his career. He was on the decline. He wasn't the KG that took the Minnesota to the Western Conference Finals. He was a different KG. He was like, oh, okay.
No, you talking about the first year when they won it? He was full Kevin Garnett.
Well, I guess I don't consider. He wasn't the year after that. Like KG was definitely on his decline.
Well, no, you remember he got hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so the year after that he got hurt, and that's when Orlando made it.
Okay, yeah.
And then the next year, because you remember the Lakers went 3 straight years. The first year they lost to Boston. That's KG at full KG. The next year the Lakers played Orlando in the finals, and that's when KG was hurt. He came back, but he wasn't, and he never felt the same after that.
And then the last year is the year we was waiting for LeBron, and he didn't pull up.
Yeah.
But we beat the Celtics, and that's all works for me.
Yeah. But it's just the term super team is just interesting, man. It's like, because you get, when you start looking at rosters and accomplishments, you're gonna start to do that with a lot of teams.
Right.
I agree, but adding KD to the Warriors, they were super.
There's
no question.
They're one of the teams.
They were super. You said super duper.
Yeah, they're one of the teams. If you're talking about the Warriors, then yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're talking about,
so Miami, the Warriors.
Hey man, let's talk about tomorrow.
Hey.
And Steph is Steph right now. He came out ice cold and finished as hot as you get.
I honestly feel like they're gonna win. I feel like the Warriors are gonna win. If I'm keeping it a buck. I could easily see the Warriors winning. And not only do I see the Warriors winning, I see the Warriors going way further in the playoffs than people are getting credit for. I see them in the second, maybe the Western Conference Finals. Easily. If they ain't got to play the Lakers or the Clippers, I'm just not putting no teams up in front of the Warriors where I'm just like, oh yeah, they're gonna be such a problem for the Warriors. With Steph cooking like he cooking right now, if he's healthy, you still got Draymond there who's very aware of how to manipulate playoff dubs.
Yo.
Andrew Wiggins, if Kelly Oubre come back off that bench, it's just like everybody looks like they're playing with confidence and they feel good. And that just mean a lot, bro. It just mean a lot going in. It's just like, yo, man, I don't see Utah doing it.
Watching what you're talking about with the Warriors, watching them now is that episode. I think Steve Kerr is that episode right now of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And he had the whole team, like watching that game. They just like, give it to Will. Yo, man, every play is set up to just give Steph any shot, and he can make any shot.
Any shot.
Now, granted, he was like 16 for 36, but still, it was like threes from wherever.
You see how that other game ended where it was like Steph shot a three, missed. They got a rebound. They set it up a pick and shot it again. He passed it back to him. That nigga hit that bitch. It was like, we were like, nigga, we know you gonna hit him eventually, bro. It's like if the more you shoot it, the more likely you are to hit it. Because now you didn't got your rhythm. It's like slight adjustment from here to here. It's like that there is something else, man. Before we jump off, because I know what's gonna happen. I see Lance got his finger over this button. It's goddamn J. Cole album. I don't know if he's saving it for next time, but this time, Mike, have you heard it?
Started it last night, man, and bars.
Started it? You haven't finished it?
I haven't finished it, man.
Oh shit, we just wait till next week then.
Yeah, man.
We just wait till Thursday.
Nigga, you got till Thursday. You got 2 days, Mike.